Starting today, transgender individuals can enlist in the U.S. military. This after a federal court ruling last month forcing the Pentagon to comply with that decision. Jennifer Griffin live from the Pentagon. Jennifer, Happy New Year. So what changes for the military today?
Well, as you mentioned, Leland, starting today, the Pentagon must allow transgender individuals to join the U.S. military if certain conditions are met and a doctor certifies that the individual has completed medical transition and are in stable condition. The U.S. military was forced to comply with a federal court order last month that goes into effect today. This is just one of the 4 high-profile court cases in the wake of a dictate from the White House reversing an Obama-era decision to allow transgender troops to serve openly in the military. Last summer, President Trump weighed in on the issue in a series of tweets. After consultation with my generals and military experts, please be advised that the U.S. government will not accept or allow transgender individuals to serve in any capacity in the U.S. military. Our military must be focused on decisive and overwhelming victory and cannot be burdened with the tremendous medical costs and disruption that transgender in the military would entail. Thank you. Those tweets from President Trump resulted in several high-profile lawsuits and protests outside the White House from transgender veterans and supporters. Today's decision does not change the status of those transgender troops already serving. There are other cases pertaining to them, Leland, that are winding their way through the courts. Leland?
All right, so you've got the president's tweets on one side. You have these court rulings now, and that today this policy changes. So is it resolved once and for all, or chance things could change again?
Well, these other lawsuits brought on behalf of the transgender troops already serving in the military are winding their way through the courts and are likely to go all the way to the Supreme Court at some point. In the meantime, Defense Secretary Jim Mattis has ordered a commission to review the impact of transgender troops on unit cohesion, and Mattis will report to the president on its findings on March 23rd. The Justice Department has decided not to appeal a recent stay ordered by the courts. Quote, the Department of Defense has announced that it will be releasing an independent study of these issues in the coming weeks. So rather than litigate this interim appeal before that occurs, the administration has decided to wait for DOD's study and will continue to defend the president's lawful authority in district court in the meantime. Bottom line, Leland, today, if a transgender person has a medical professional certify that the individual has been stable for 18 months and has completed all medical treatment associated with gender reassignment, then that person can enlist in the U.S. military if that transgender person meets all the other enlistment qualifications. Leland?
Well, as you note, significant on what can and can't happen today. Jennifer Griffin at the Pentagon. Jen, thank you.